Hello and welcome to Age of Empires 2 HD, the African Kingdoms. So there was a new expansion out 16 years after the original game. There is now the African Kingdoms, which brings 4 new civilizations to the game. As usual, whenever there's like a new update or something, it messes with the sound, so things are really quiet right now, which is a bit annoying. So there is one new campaign for every civilization. So we've got one over there, one there, one there, one there. So we have the Portuguese, we have the Berbers, we have the... who are these guys? The Malians, I think. And we have the Ethiopians. So this campaign will bring into stuff similar to the El Cid campaign from the original game. So if we go into multiplayer, yeah, and then create dataset expansions, we will set this to private or friends or something, and we'll create this so we can have a look at the tech trees for the various civilizations. So we'll start with the Berbers. This will just be a quick thing. So in the Berbers we have a new unit called the Genitor, which is a mounted skirmisher. It costs no gold, so it's another trash unit, and it's just straight up better than an elite skirmisher. Slightly more, a fair bit more expensive than it, but yeah, that's not really the problem. The main problem is you run out of gold, you just spam any old trash. So this seems really powerful, plus it has an elite version, which is even better. There's a new tech, this is called Arson. This lets infantry, so just units from the barracks, do more damage versus buildings. That doesn't seem that great. We have a new university tech called Arrow Slits, which increases the attack of towers based upon the level of the tower. So guard towers do more, substantially more than the watchtower, and keeps do substantially more than the guard tower. So this makes them maybe a bit more used. Now, if we go back and look at the specific thing of the Berbers, we have the Camel Archer. This is like a cavalry archer except a camel. With balancing tweaks, camels now no longer count as ships, so that means they're less susceptible to arrow fire, which is quite nice. So, Berbers to begin with. Villagers move 10% faster. That's sort of nice for maybe forwarding and early game stuff. You maybe get up slightly quicker. Stable units cost 20% less starting from the Castle Age. This may get nerfed because this seems like a really strong sort of thing, and they don't get paladins, but they do get heavy camels and hussar, plus what their blacksmith, plus all cavalry blacksmith upgrades, so that makes them have really strong cavalry. So yeah, cavalry and naval, and then they have the Caspar, which is team castles. So they've sort of got 2 team bonuses then, because that works for the whole team, so that's quite cool. And this Genitor, that becomes available for everyone, not just if you have the Berbers on your team. So if you're gonna do a post-imp game, you probably want a Berber player on your team. Anyway, let's go on to the next lot. The Ethiopians. Archer civilization, archers fire 15% faster, that is pretty nice. Then they receive 100 gold and 100 food when advancing to the next stage, that is pretty cool. So that means fast castling, you don't need half as much gold as you would do. So you could maybe manage it where you don't get loom, and you'll end up with 200 gold as soon as you hit the feudal age, and then if you have it all on food because you're not had to focus on gold, you can go straight up very, very quickly. I guess there's still the feudal age buildings you need, but yeah. And also pikemen and halberdier upgrades free. This is pretty cool. I like that. Again, it fits with the trash kind of thing, so these have decent trash. So does the Berbers. We get the Showtail Warrior, which is their unique unit from the castle, which is really high damage and no armor, no health, and it's a reasonable cost. And it's just, creates, I think it's creation speed. It doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure this is the high. It says with high creation speed. Yeah, this has insane creation speed. So with the Ethiopians, you want to castle drop your opponent and spam those into their base. If you do it early game, you could completely crush them, because if they have an army, they'll destroy you and they're probably useless, but if they don't have an army yet, you could do a lot of damage with them. Also, if they don't have a castle either. Royal Tech, nearly instantly, so I don't know what age is that created in. Okay, that's Castle Age Tech, cool, so you can do insane castle drop stuff in the Castle Age. And then they have Torsion Engines, which increases Siege Workshop blast radius, and team bonuses, towers and outposts +3 line of sight. Now that doesn't seem particularly useful. So they have an insane siege line. So they have every siege unit in the game, plus Siege Tower, which is a new unit. It was available in the Forgotten in the campaigns, but now you can actually make it, and it basically makes petards even more useless because you can just stick units in it and drop them on the other side of a single layout wall. So you may want to also now double layer your walls. So yeah, they get Siege Engineers, they get full Siege Workshop, plus they go and get Torsion Engines. So their siege onagers are gonna be deadly. I reckon that the Ethiopians have a chance against Koreans and Celt Siege. Okay, next one, Malians. So they have buildings cost 15% less wood. That's okay-ish, but I don't think that's too big a deal. Barracks units +1 armor per age. That is pretty nice. So they got some tanky infantry. And then gold mining upgrades are free. That's not such a big deal. If it's food or wood, that would be nice, but no. I don't think gold as a resource gathering thing is quite as powerful as food and wood. They're unique units. The Beto infantry, I think this is similar. Yeah, I think these are the women soldiers. They like throwing axemen, so they've got a lot of damage and low health and low armor. This says more resistant to monks, which is interesting. Yeah, so they're melee infantry with range attack. They've got a fair amount of range, so they're probably slightly better than throwing axemen, but I imagine a similar sort of use. Unique text, town centers fire arrows. That would be nice if they just got it, since it's an upgrade. It may stop a bit of raiding, but it's not too much really. If you're getting raided, definitely do it, but otherwise no. Farimba cavalry +5 attack. That is good. Apart from they don't get Hussar of Paladin. So basically, they basically get Hussar and Paladin, but without the armor upgrades and the speed. So yeah, okay, but it's a bit weird for an infantry civilization. And then team bonus, university researches 80% faster. That's good if you've got a player going for some chemistry gunpowder plays, because chemistry takes so long to research. But other than that, not too useful. And then finally we have the Portuguese. Naval and gunpowder civilization. All units cost -15% gold, so that's good in games where there's quite a lot of gold on the map and you're making lots of units with gold. That will save you a lot in the long run, but early game probably not so much. Ships plus 10% HP, that's kind of good, since ships have a lot of HP anyway. Adding a load more is going to make them really tanky. And they can build Feitoria in the Imperial Age. What is a Feitoria? By the way, this is the first time I've opened up the game with the new expansion. I did have to restart my game before doing this. Where's Feitoria? Feitoria, where is it? Oh yeah, that is... oh god. That is this building here. It's a new building which generates resources. It requires 20 population and generates every resource. I don't know what the rate of it is, but the fact that you can just generate gold and you can make more of these buildings and you can generate stone, that seems so good. I really like that as a unique tech. That is absolutely awesome. Unique units, they've got two. They've got a Caravel, which is a warship, which fires projectiles like a scorpion, so it goes through units. So if they've got big clumps of units, it's very, very strong. You get elites, so you got Castle Age and Imperial Age unit. Then you have the Organ Gun, which is their unique unit, and is basically like a beefed up hand cannoneer, which is useful in certain situations, bit slow moving around because it's siege and stuff like that. So probably has a similar situation to Scorpions, except a bit easier to make and a bit more, slightly more versatile. Then they have unique techs, Carrack, which gives ships +1/+1, which is useful, just makes them a strong late game Navy Civ. They don't have anything particularly early game, so they don't have like a feudal advantage. So they still won't be able to compete with the Vikings early game, but late game they definitely can. And then they have Arquebus, which is gunpowder units affected by ballistics. Now this is awesome. I really like that, but it's, I don't know, it's cool, but at the same time they're close enough anyway, and you should be having if you have a mass of them, then good. Like, it would be great with Conquistadors, or it would be great with Janissaries, but it's not a team bonus, it's only their own units. So, and then free cartography from the Dark Age. So, I like that. That makes this a great beginner's Civ, I think. They get every single blacksmith upgrade, which makes them pretty versatile for all units. So they get decent archery range, they get champion, so decent barracks. Not a great stable, but with all upgrades they get strong night rush, they get strong cross archer rush, they get, yeah, they're good Civ. I like this Civ. I will be definitely wanting to try them out, especially because I love the idea of Feitoria. So, that's all the Civs. There is one other unit thing. They have balanced water. So trade cogs are now more effective. They give 30% more gold when trading. There's now a fire galley in the feudal age and a demolition raft in the feudal age. So this is to try and make out the triangle a bit better. But I don't know. 75 wood, 45 gold compared to 90 wood, 30 gold. And it costs more gold, and they counter galleys really well when there's not many of them. The fact is that they have such a short range, and that means that the mass of these will always get several shots off on these before they even get close. So we'll see whether it balances it. It should help at least, which is a good thing, but whether or not, I don't know. Maybe you can prevent them getting the mass in the first place. That's hopefully the idea. So that should hopefully be good. So yeah, and there's a couple of other sort of balancing things added as well. So with this, there is a new map style. There are special maps. There's a bunch of them, and I don't know, maybe more can get created in the Steam Workshop, but these allow for your base to spawn in new places and various other rules put in place, so it can completely change the dynamic of a game. It's no longer two flanks and one pocket player or two pocket players. It could be like 4 all equally the flank, or 3 people are pockets, each being more than the last, so that's quite cool. We also have last man standing. This means you only get one town centre, and if you lose that town centre, you lose. I imagine this is going to be... I quite like the idea of it, because it encourages people just to full on go for the town centre, maybe petard rush it or something. But at the same time, you're going to be quite slow because you can't make multiple town centres when you get to the castle age. So I guess it could be a quite aggressive thing, but at the same time, I don't know, maybe it will be a turtling up thing. We'll see how that goes. And then treat length, nope. And then these are all the same. Same population, same resources, and all that sort of stuff the same. There's a couple more real world maps as well. Have a quick look. So we've got Amazon, Bohemia, I don't remember those two. We have Earth, interesting. Horn of Africa. I'm not sure if we had Iberia. I think it's Iberia. I thought it was Liberia, but okay. Yeah, Iberia, I guess is right. And Sea of Japan, maybe? That might be a new one as well. And West Africa. So, interesting to go and see how they go. Anyway, that will do for this video. Quick overview. It is about £6.50, £7-ish to get it. But for this weekend there is a discount, so it's 80% off all the Age of Empires 2 things, but the expansion is 20% off. So that's quite nice. So that's about £5.60 if you get it this weekend. So that is quite cool. So yeah, stay tuned. There'll be plenty of videos of the African Kingdoms expansion on this channel coming up soon, as I play through the campaigns and also have a couple of random matches against players and AI, and we'll get to go and see how the civs work out. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.